space. Kuna drink unaharibu kieka chesa. To Mercedes from Kalesa. Utatesa, haina pressure. Mwaka kushika mita.
All the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black Fire Radio. And you're listening to
Leo sina kitoki leo na kibembeleza kama mtoto. ID Ferrari zimebaki kwa mbosho. Wezi jua niko nunge nikipost photo. Tunawasha kiwash nikatuko loto. Kodo moto inachoma kole tacheza. Niko kwa dance floor zimeshika nikicheza. Vile napewa macho kakipofu na mamande. Yule mbaba pale nitamupandisha pressure. Oops, under the influence. Mix Sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapinga na Lumumba. Tukumbuki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix Sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapinga na Lumumba. Tukumbuki kwa loko after party korunda.
Wanajua Shinchina ndo kabisa. Vile mina tisha. Simu zina ring. Kila siku tuko busy. Na shingo zina blink. Naishi dream ya shina kiwa yangi. Na mindo tuna dim. Usulize kai gari na space. Kuna drink unaharibu kieka chesa. To Mercedes from Kalesa. Utatesa, haina pressure. Ikwe mwaka kushika mita USD. Ikwe mali unafikiria niko ya ukweli. Na kutunona kwa vision ndo kwemi. Na zangakani show na mwisho KJZ. Na kwa permission si kwa free. Na wako na mission kwa kaa mimi. Na ndo manata hizo vitisho zao sisiki. Wanovwana kuna ingine kaa hii.
Under the influence. Mix Sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapinga na Lumumba. Tukumbuki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix Sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapinga na Lumumba. Tukumbuki kwa loko after party korunda. Nganya mpya kwa ruti kona AC ndani. Kuna mali safi ya nata fresh kiplani. Kecha kwa macho tunasija na miwani. Kuna maziwa ni
kesho naweza kosa kusema usiwori na bili weitisha utapewa. Aligia mechingwa reti ni mapema. Nimepiga likudiri bana cheki niko viti. Na kwa bodi nikidiki magwai kama 50. Alisema nakapoa na misi na abikiti. Mbogini ya magwash, mbogini ya magwai. Nimepigia tenja kisema yuli lele kati ya matenge. Wota shembe shtajali kuwa njege. Aliwake wa matenge aliwa na matenge. Nimepigia tenja kisema yuli lele kati ya matenge.
Yes, welcome family, karibuni sana to another beautiful episode, another beautiful session, another month, another week. And of course, this is the Rhythm Scoop Show at Entertainment and Culture. And of course, I being the captain of the show, Joby. We're back at it, and it is exactly 18:48 minutes past 3 p.m. right here in the 254. And of course, karibuni sana to another beautiful discussion. And of course, hope you're gonna let us know where you're streaming with us from in case this is the first time. And do smash the like button for those who are with us on YouTube, those who are with us on TikTok, those who are with us also on the radio station. Karibuni sana. The sounds of Nairobi. I got Katie Enshmani as well right here in the studio.
Yes, what's up, beautiful people? Happy new month, by the way. Happy new week, and I hope you're doing, and happy Monday, and I hope you're doing great on this wonderful Monday evening. Karibuni sana once again. I know it's been a minute since we got here, but I missed you. I hope you missed me back. But anyway, karibuni sana. Let's get to enjoy our show for today. And remember, we are live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at Blackout Fire Network. We also have an active WhatsApp number. You can just send in a voice note, send in a text and tell us how are you doing, and tell us what's popping with you. Our WhatsApp number is 0705-428-388.
Wagwan family, how
My name is Katie.
that was a rapid one. But anyway, family, what a go and karibuni sana. My name is Shmani. Dive into the conversation and enjoy this amazing show.
Yes, you heard it from the ladies, and of course, welcome to all our amazing first-time listeners and viewers. Welcome. This is the Black Hot Fan Network radio station, and you're listening to the Rhythm Scoop Show. My name is Joby, Katie, and Shmani in the building. 15 minutes past 3 p.m. We're getting back to the music, and of course, I started with the people who never miss, Femi and Nyashinsky. These people, when they release a banger, the last banger we had ilikuwa proper, and it was literally a banger. And then we have Under the Influence. We're gonna see how it's gonna be doing. Actually, 2 days, and it's already hit 100K.
I love it. I mean,
yeah,
what
2 weeks already 100K in it, and I just love the support that I see our people giving to the Kenyan artists. We had a couple of events going on during the weekend. We'll be coming back to discuss with that, and of course, we shall be coming back with the quote of the week. But my second jam was Lele by the one and only Lusafa featuring Smith YWB. We're getting back to one more Gengeton, the new actually tone of Gengeton, which actually comprises a lot of I had Katie ask earlier kama watakuwa copyrighted, but I think they do pay for their copyrights before they use the sound, if I'm not wrong.
But again, you know rhythm how it pays. Rhythm is one voice, one beat with
No,
different
I was not asking about the beats. On that song
The
I was
copyright.
playing, I had some line. It's totally from a different artist.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right, but anyway, this is Usini Advice, and literally this is the weekend vibe that I bet majority.
I'll tell you where the line is.
Okay, I bet this is the where majority of you were during the weekend. Amtataka advice. Kama mimi sikutaka advice. But
Okay.
anyway, karibuni sana. This is Kapi featuring, I don't know, man, Motive the Dawn. Let's
Tumeshatoshea kuwa bless na banga. Ini best kuaddress maheta. Tumeshine wasitoke waendelee kunyeta. Kani true kufichi na makeup. Ni clean shit bars na ni pen na paper high. Sikia hii mina feel kuteta. Ni doing one good tuna kill me better. Usini advice. Usini advice. Usini advice. Usini advice. Usini advice. Usini advice. Pereka mchele huko. Sina time kanyamya. Usini advice. Lazima nipige sele.
Hey, my quote of the day today is, it's a Monday, it's a new week, and of course I add on it, it's a new month as well. New doors, new breaks, new blessings, new blessings. Prepare your mind and enlarge your vision. Happy new week, and I wish you a happy new month as well to everyone.
Okay. Happy new month. Do what you can with what you have where you are.
Yes, my quote of the day: believe you can, and you're halfway there.
Period. Kusikia vijana kwa advice bana. Enlarge your mind.
Utanmenya mnyambo wako kibadman. Nimesema nyam sijasema nyambo. Si once na si twice, kitu kama maradasi. Ilikuwa tam atfat. Sasa sindi ya advice. Sino ya kubas. Mina vili bas. Kani dasu nalipa kasu. Sijo karibas. Chunda gas na ndapiga bas. Kwa wangu mataksi uta love. Sindi advice.
Yes, and of course, karibuni sana. Once again, this is the Rhythm Scoop Show, and you're tuned in case this is your first time right here at the Black Hot Fan Network radio station, media for the 21st century. My name is Joby, Katie and Shmani in the building, and it is exactly 7 minutes to 4 p.m. And I hope you guys have had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Karibuni sana Magaldem.
Thank you so much.
How was your weekend?
Mine was good.
Why did you all keep quiet?
Mine was good. I really
Yeah.
had a long weekend this time round.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a long one,
It
man.
was a long one.
Yeah.
Na sikuwa nataka
Mi
advice.
nimenyamaza juu nimeona koti ya mtu
Walai.
amesema na kweli Keti hataki advice.
Na si ati nini. Kama hataki asipatiwe. Let people face the consequences.
Yeah. But my weekend was good. Then you're doing the obvious.
Okay.
Non-advisable.
Unadvisable.
Activities.
That's what's
I
up.
was chilling in the house.
Okay.
Yes.
Me too. I was just here on Saturday. Of course, Thursday, Friday, we didn't have lights. and Saturday nilikuwa tu hapa nikinastu ile kitu, but Sunday was also a chill day for me, manze. I can't
Joby
really
was
complain.
in the house taking Indomie.
Manze.
Indomie's juice.
And lots of, you know, healthy things, you know,
Mhm.
and trying to hydrate my body, you know, keeping the skin glow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you glow. You're glowing.
Manze, that's why I don't do makeup nowadays, you know.
Mhm.
I'm just saying I'm flourishing on my skin.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway.
Show us your ways.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you for those who are just tuning in.
Before
Karibuni
we
sana.
continue, I see DJ Fulani. Shout out to my Mexican friend.
Hello.
He's saying I'm new here and I love it. Karibu sana DJ Fulani, and also he's saying na kweli Keti hataki advice. Karibu sana, and he's saying my quote of the day ni musini advice.
Walai, usende na hiyo advice lakini, especially not with this economy ya Ruto. Sometimes utaangalia hivi mfuko, utajichuna. I wish I listened to my intuition. Yeah, utajichuna masikio. But during the weekend we've had a lot of things going on, and this is in terms of entertainment, of course. This being an entertainment show, we want to start with there. We began with a big amazing banger, and during the weekend kumekuwa na ngoma mingi zimetolewa. We've had Femi One featuring Yashinsky, we've had Trio Mio, we've had Avadio playing in the morning.
Even
a
this
couple
one,
of
Usini advice on
yeah.
YouTube, it has been released 3 days ago.
Okay, we've had Iyani, we've had a couple of people in Ometoa Mangoma.
Wow.
And actually, you know what, right now we're going to the seasonal moment.
Even have Beatty.
I know, we're going to the seasonal, to the seasonal moment, to the festival moment,
I
to
know.
the event moment. So right now, I think I had one of the artists say, Sai Kutoa Mangoma, actually it's really good, back to back, like at least hata ukienda kuperform, so ukaitwa gig, una perform literally
Ngoma mpya.
yeah, ngoma mpya, so that people can go check it out, especially if they love it. And I just love to see the way Kenyans are turning up for events. Then mna complain uchumi ya Ruto. I mean, how dare you guys?
Wakenya wanakwanga na pesa ya sherehe lakini ikifika ni unga. We don't have money.
I
But
know.
have you ever seen this meme saying ni rahisi kulewa Nairobi kuliko kushiba? You've never seen that? It is
then-
very easy.
Say, let me give you a story. So that's related to me.
Yes.
So I remember there's this day, nimeamka asubuhi. Na stay tu na best yangu fulani tu hapo. I won't give names.
Yeah.
So nimeambia umse like nasikia njaa, akaniambia kuna unga ya ugali hapo unaweza pika uji. And I remember I cooked uji na uji ya chumvi juu hakukuwa na shuge. Na siwezi itisha pesa ya shuge. So I drank uji ya chumvi. Na then ukikunywa uji na jina ongezanga njaa, like it adds a lot of hunger.
Uji ya chumvi. I'm still stuck there.
Unga ya ugali, pika uji, eka
And-
chumvi. This is so recent in 2021. Trust me, God is great, I tell you. So nikakunywa ile nasikia njaa, vile ukikaanga ni ujakula sasa, naanza kusikia ulcers na nisumbua. This guy had punch kwa mkono akaninyima. Nikaona amebaya wakidi food nini. Trust me, unajua nililewa more than when nilikula that day. Nilipata pesa ya fare ya kwenda kulewa.
Lakini ya chakula huko.
Kupata chakula
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
30 bob tu ya njiva wala juu uji nimekunywa imenipeleka, yani inanidrainisha tumbo, nasikia ai zizi it can't make it. This guy didn't give me money, but from nowhere, Joby uko nimekutumia fare, bu unaweza turn up tao.
I know.
Msee, that's the day I lost my phone.
I know, ulilewa kiukale.
Nilile tulipoteza simu, nikapatana na makarona niambia nisimame kaa chura, and it was just so messed up.
Have you been arrested in town money?
No.
Guy, it's the worst.
I tell you.
Na wakikushika usiku, because they know now at night they arrest you where they know they hawataki sasa unawambianga una pesa, of course, so they'll harass you and they'll mistreat you. Wanakwambianga aje, mnashuka gari kwanza, mnaambiwa mruke
Kama
chura. And then after that you go back to the car, the Mariamo, wanawazungusha taa, wanawapeleka uko chini where they know when you're coming back utashikwa tena, and the same thing continues.
But still, we were lucky because the friend I was with, two of them, the mom and the dad were cops. So they just made a call and they were like, "Achana na watoto." It was during the curfew moments and everything. But yes, we've had a few events going on during the weekend, and we've had Nyashinsky. It was the Johnny Walker event. We've had that is Nyashinsky, Tiwa Savage all the way from Nigeria. I've seen she was shown a lot of love from Kenya. We also had Fally Ipupa from Congo. And actually, based that this is Black Hot Fire Network and what we are all about, this is good, what we keep on talking about, seeing artists actually coming together and from different countries. Because the last time we was 18, not literally us, but when we call our very own, even wakienda nje, you know, we're like, oh, these people don't come here, it's always us giving money, One, we should look at music in a very big perspective, especially tribalistically. When you go to concerts, nobody goes to question just because you're Njeri, because you are Ngala, which tribe are you coming from? I'm Moi, where do I come from? We're always vibing. Tutapata mabeste wapya, you find new, new friends, even new opportunities in events, because you can do. And you meet the right circle, you always walk away with an opportunity.
In
for
fact,
real.
the only place you can make network without being judged.
Events.
Juani
Even in clubs.
Nani ni tribe gani? Mnajuana tu later.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is so, I was so glad to see this. I hope hakuna watu walipoteza simu, nobody was hurt. The last time we had an event at Uhuru Gardens, multiple of people were stabbed. I remember we were at Ngong Road. Ilikuwa Ngong Race Course actually.
Race course.
Yeah,
that was Knife Fest. It was Kitambo.
Yeah, people were stabbed.
The last Knife Fest. Yeah.
Which is bad, because that is such kind of things when they happen to one event, of course it will affect majority.
But Uhuru Gardens ilichangiwa. It was renovated.
Okay.
And of course the people who were actually renovated ni watu wa army.
Okay.
So ililindwa vizuri because the army were the ones actually offering security there.
Okay.
And kulikuwa na walls. Now it's all fence. You can't enter with lazima upitie tu gate. So yeah, kuko na a lot of all that insecurity compared to last time.
This is so amazing. Why didn't you guys attend? Beer, but we all people had fun.
No, but people had fun. Like literally, nimeona people wengine wanasema
there's negativity.
Yeah, there is negativity, but at the end of the day, people had fun. I really love the fact that we embraced the African artists.
That's the thing, because
we're bringing somebody, but we've not even actually appreciated our own artists. And there was no tribalism because we had Nyashinski representing Kenya on the main stage. We had Tiwa Savage from Nigeria. We had Fally from Congo. And also more and more artists performing under the Vijana Barubaru and everybody, and it was amazing. And even on Saturday we had Blankets and Wine, which actually
it was yesterday.
Saturday. Yes, Saturday evening. And it did really amazing.
Okay, that is, we are glad to see that, because when you speak of the negativities, that's what I'm saying. It's good to see at least African artists pulling together and doing something great, and people are loving it. Because kwa Nairobi Gossip, kuna dem, sijui ni dem ama whichever gender, aliyesema the people who paid for Nyashinski had much fun. The people who paid for Fally Ipupa didn't have fun. That is you trying to literally pull some energy on Congolese artists, on Nigerian artists, which I feel it's so wrong. We should learn to embrace each other. The way you support that artist akiwa kwa TV, when they come here, you should show the same love. I mean, how many people love Fally Ipupa?
Generally, people had fun.
I know.
What do you mean? Kwanza wa baba wa vitambi nilikuwa naona hivi.
I mean, it was a great experience. Plus, something that people must hate, Joby, and we have to acknowledge this. And I hope it didn't happen because I can't give my thoughts about it. I wasn't there. There is this part that people sell tickets. Like this ticket, I saw somebody selling late tickets at 15,000. A few hours to the event, 15,000 for VIP. That's a lot of money. That's almost $150 or $120 to $150. And you can't expect, I am paying for $150 to come and see you, and then you come and perform for 30 minutes. You have to actually work for that money. Unaweza kumelipwa down payment as an artist, and this is a problem that actually really happens with most of the artists. You're supposed to perform, but again, do we blame the artist or do we blame the event organizers? Because it's supposed to be time schedule. We know this one is performing till this time, and then if we are getting the main artist, because most of the people there are there for the main artist, then it's supposed to give us an explicit or exclusive concert, not a concert of 20 minutes and then my 15,000 shillings is gone. And maybe I paid for cause ni wababa nilipia maybe mademu wawili. That is 50,000 shillings and it's just gone like that. So I think that is why. But if you look at also you know, the comments that came after it, people were saying this is just a hater, and people actually enjoyed. Tiwa Savage gave her best, Fally Cooper gave his best, and Nyashinski killed the show. So
yeah, welcome to HR. I see you passing back. Karibu sana. Hope you're doing amazing. And we hope people had fun at the end of the day. And
I saw somebody say at Nyashinski kept them waiting for an hour, for almost an hour, while he was preparing his stage. And I think that's okay, because now you have to change the theme of the stage because you have your own performance.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, bora aliperform na bora aku perform 5 minutes.
But again, si shida ya Nyashinski.
Yeah.
Ni event organizers. How do you incorporate? You're supposed to have a time schedule. Sema, Nyashinski enters the stage at 10 or at 8. You know, between 8 to before 8, stage inafaa ikuwe inachangiwa for him. You know, that's how it's supposed to go. Not
music
keeping people.
playing,
Exactly, not keeping people waiting. And unasema Nyashinski alifaa kuingia 30 minutes ago na hajaingia. That is the problem of the event. You find Nyashinski was behind there just waiting, because you don't tell me Nyashinski was doing those things. Yeah, alikuwa anangoja kupewa mic aingie kwa stage. So yeah, it is the problem of these organizers. But I do believe step by step we are learning, and events are actually changing. Events are 2010 na sahi. Yeah, there's a big difference.
Actually,
So
yesterday's and Saturday's events went very well. I've not seen people
No
complaining.
chaos,
No chaos, no dramas. They went just well. I also saw Father Mo's performance at Blankets and Wines, and he really did good. He performed.
Jua Kali.
Yeah, Jua Kali.
It's the love that people
it's
have.
the love. Oh my God, it was awesome. I wish I was there.
It is great. It was really amazing. But of course, also during the weekend, we've had some shenanigans going on, and this is politically based, and of course also, should I say nationwide based, however way it's gonna be viewed. It's about the Nairobi Expressway, which we know is built under debt that we're supposed to be paying for the next 26 coming years. And it's supposed to be voted as the best technological innovation in transport in 2023 on AMT Awards. They're saying that the Nairobi Expressway has been nominated as the best technological innovation in transport in 2023 Africa Mashariki Transport Awards, and the category also includes NTSA's Teams portal and the Virtuals Weighbridge, KRA's border clearance, among others. And they're saying that to vote for Nairobi Expressway for the category, follow whatever. But I have a question. They're saying that the 27-kilometer toll road, which is a 4-lane dual carriage way, was officially launched in July 2022 and linked to Mlolongo while running along the median strips of Mombasa Road and Waiyaki Way. It's beautiful, being honest, beautifully looking.
Oh,
but
Tamani, Africa Mashariki, I agree.
Africa Mashariki,
East Africa.
I don't care, man.
Yeah, I agree. It should be nominated, but it's on debt.
Thank you.
For what?
It's on deck.
For what?
And
so who is going to get these flowers if it has won?
China,
not Kenyan. So exactly.
This is actually not supposed to be. There's no way we're supposed to be given credit under debt, you know, because one, this road took, I don't know how long to construct, however long it took. And if you look at actually some of the structures, like nakumbuka kuna time kumenyesha kuka flood on the way to Tao, the Waiyaki Way. It flooded. I remember Nairobi Gossip posted when the
Westlands.
Yeah, how the water was from the upper road when inamwagikia gari ziko chini. The way it is literally constructed, it's poor.
The drainage system.
The water drainage is also, pathetic. So there's no way I don't see any credit that we're supposed to be given actually on this one. We still require answers of the amount of money that was used, because it's a lot of money that doesn't add up. Literally, it doesn't add up. Notapatanga, is it all stations, mara sijui? Every time, there's always...
Are they still functioning?
Yep. They are. They are very well
Kuna
functioning.
moja ilikuwa inajengwa kila wiki.
I know. Every time unapata tu, there is money for
There
this.
was one
money
in
for
Mombasa Road. Ilikuwa inagongwa na gari kila time. It had to be constructed every week.
They used to. Do you not remember this? They used to allocate funds for it. Walikuwa wanasema we need money for
the toll
this.
stations, because now it was being destroyed. Honestly, it was being destroyed. There were accidents. The way it's built itself, like the way it's placed, it's not supposed to be there. Juu ni mteremko, so cars would go and collide with it every time, so it was being damaged every time. Yeah.
But we'd love to hear from you, the people who are with us on TikTok and those who are also with us on YouTube. I see Joe Mosquito with us. Karibu sana. You're saying Jambo, everyone.
Jambo.
Peace. Jambo to you too. Thank you so much to those who also smashing the like button. And of course, let us know how you feel about the Nairobi Expressway being nominated.
Well, one, I think this road, by the fact that they want to give us credit, this road is like how many years old? You know, if you look at now some places that the much developed places, you cannot compare this road with the one we have in Kigali. You know, we cannot. You cannot compare this road to any road we have in South Africa. You cannot. So it is an old road. It is something that you have never seen in Kenya, of course, but it is an old thing that they have brought to us and introduced it to us, so we think it's something unique and new, but it's not. It's something that is very old. But also remember, this thing is built under debt. So why are we taking credit while we have not even paid half of what we owe the people who lended us money to build this road? We have not even completed to pay the constructors themselves. So how are we taking credit of this? So I think Kenya should be ashamed of itself faster, the people who are ready to take the credit, because you need to tell me, why are you taking a trophy of something you completely know you don't own?
You don't even use.
You don't
because
even.
Matatu is not all of them, because you have to pay at the toll station.
Yeah, and it's expensive.
No
300
matatu.
shillings.
I lived in Mombasa Road. No matatu passes express.
Yeah, no matatu.
They
No.
do. They do. I remember when I was going to the village, they used that plane.
But in 100, it's 2 because of the payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
in
see?
100 it's 2
Yeah,
because of
in
the
100.
payment.
So like
True.
literally no matatu uses expressway. Expressway ni watu wa cab na private vehicles.
Now ujue our wakaba, now you have to pay. The passenger has to pay,
Has to pay
at
for
the
it.
toll
Exactly.
station, because you don't expect you're paying the driver 500 and then he has to remove 300 to pay for the toll station.
Well, I believe that is something that needs to be taken very serious. We should actually be the ones complaining about this. Like Katie has said, we should not be taking credit. You should not even try go there, vote your country, you know, being the most developed, while literally the rest of the world knows you're not even any further developed. It is super crazy. And you should also check on the protocols that have been given, like we are speaking on the only which percentage of the people are able to afford. And actually when you're speaking of the affordability, you're literally, it's like one way or another of paying taxes and you paying the debt. Because Mona nalipia toll station, why should I pay of me escaping traffic? Why can't I beat traffic?
The funniest thing is that when they were introducing these toll stations, they said that they should they are supposed to help us pay the debt we owe the constructors of the road. And I was like, no, okay, but where does this money go? Because I believe there are so many people who uses the expressway. Where does the money go? Because we have never been told that we have paid even 500,000 of what we owe the Chinese or the China. We have never been told like that, but I believe the expressway has brought more than 2 million or 3 million since it started operating, but we have never been told where the money goes.
Well, it is super insane. But keep us letting us know, rather, for those who are still with us, kindly do communicate with us. And of course, you can also text us on our WhatsApp number, which is 0705 for those who are with us on TikTok, 428 0705 428 For those who are with us in diaspora, is +2547 05 428 And of course, as we move on, I also want to talk about something you mentioned on your show, and which is also something very alarming. And it's alarming in a manner of where, if you look at most of the things that have actually led to, I'm talking about children's home, children going to children's home. It is mostly contributed by the same governments trying to bring up a solution. I'm talking about where we have many youths who are shot. Perfect example I've given is like when we had the demonstration, the recent one. The loud guy who was saying, "Why did you tear gas my child?" and everything. Trust me, if people are not there, this guy would have been shot. He would have left a young baby behind. We've had recently the government of Kenya saying they are going to be raising the issue of shoot to kill. They're going to be allowing police officers to shoot and kill the
They
criminals.
actually have allowed.
Yeah, criminals. They're going to be shooting and killing criminals. And I say this is actually that it has been happening. Why you've been shooting innocent people? And if I am to look at this issue that we're about to discuss, most of the children have lost their parents young because of such kind of lack of proper identification, lack of proper protocols being used, and just a lot of things, poverty, drop out of school. If I maybe apparently I've lost my parents, I'm gonna end up being a dropout. I'll have to end up being a street kid or be adopted by or end up in a children's home. Instead of you continue with my education, you keep me stuck up somewhere. It's just super crazy. So we've seen that the government of Kenya is to close private owned. Actually, I've seen it's not private owned. Is it private owned?
Yeah,
All
private
private owned.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that the information is in two ways. But let me get to read the one I have. The government is to close privately owned children's home within the next 8 years, citing platforms for child trafficking. Question number one is, why is it private? And how followed are they always followed? That's the question number one. Why are they always private? It's a children's home. Why is it private? It's where people are allowed to come, see, visit. Why is it private? Who owns it? Who runs it? Who funds it? What happens behind the scene? And how many children can speak widely, say, I'm proud being in a private owned children's home? And within the next 8 years, we can't say what's really gonna go on, because I don't want to go deeper into it. You discussed on it, and yes, the government is the number one actually criminal. It's the number one actually victim to be, or rather the number one I can accuse of us having so many children in the children's home. And I don't think this is gonna solve anything. I believe this is actually addition of the problems that we have so far in Africa. Children always disappearing, and it's just child trafficking in general.
My question is, you are here for 5 years, as the constitution states. Why are you talking about 8 years?
8 years.
First of all, why don't you work by
the
first
term.
of all by your term, and let's see what you're gonna do in the next 5 years.
Exactly.
Because ni kama utaletea mwenye atafanya for the next 3 years or 5 years next, or if you're gonna be there, lawama more and more. And this is something I have a question for. Even I had the president saying in the next 10 years, I don't know what is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so it's already guaranteed. You're
Yeah,
talking for 10 years. Cindy, and that is what the government is trying to do. And personally, me, I've been raised in a children's home. I've studied in an orphanage in my whole primary for 8 years. And it was owned by whites. Funny part. It was
mostly always
most
owned by
of
white
them
people.
are owned by whites, and it reached a point where it had to be taken from them because they became so negligent, and kids will be brought there and they can't even be taken care of well. They've disappeared, and yet they're getting money and NGOs money, or even people at the societies donating money. So yes, children's home is supposed to be, first of all, I'm taking you to a foster care, or I'm taking you to a foster home. First of all, you're already going through a lot as a child. That is enough trauma for you just to go and live with the people who don't actually make you feel at home. So at a certain point, it might be good, but you are the root cause of this problem, because before children's home is started or even is established, there is permission from the government. So you can't tell me I'm going to start a children's home without the government knowing. So who is supposed to be blamed? Who is the root cause of this problem? And who is actually trafficking children, if not with partnership of the government? That is a question.
Okay, well, I talked about this, and I wanna say this. The fact that they are saying that we will abolish or we will phase out the privately owned children's home, and they said because the next question was, of course, where are the children going to go? They said we shall take them we shall put them in families, and others we shall take them in a community care.
And that children's home again.
I was wondering now, what is the difference between a community care and a children's home where you have removed these children? And also tell me, Joby, I've been all my life, I've never been in a family where they live it like this. I've lived with the children. Of course, we have good children's homes. We have. But now I've lived where I've only known to live with the children and maybe few adults.
Yeah.
Now tell me, you're taking me here to a family that you even don't know, that came and maybe applied for adoption, you gave in. Do you know that? Do you know what this family does? Do you know how they relate with the children and why they want to adopt me? Of course, those are some of the questions they shall be asked in the adoption letter. But now, imagine the government, just because they want to remove these children from the foster cares or the children's home, they'll just give the children to any family that comes to apply, because they don't want the children in the children's home, the children in the children's home, so they'll just give the children to any family. And my question is, how sure are you that this child is safe in this family that you have put them in?
Yeah.
How sure are you that this family doesn't teach children? How sure are you that this family is not fucked up from the than the place you removed this child from? You know, it is just crazy with the government. And I think the government, or I want to say this, the government is the #1 facilitator of child trafficking or children trafficking, because if it were not for the government, Joby, let me ask you a question, and this is a question that I asked on my show. We talked about Pastor Mackenzie. How many days did we talk about Pastor Mackenzie?
A whole month.
Who talks about Pastor Mackenzie right now?
No more.
We talked about body exhumed without some body organs. We had missing body organs. Who talks about that right
Now,
now?
President said, we're sorry.
Yeah, he said we are sorry. So he's the #1 facilitator of these crimes that we are seeing, and then he comes to tell us he's sorry. And now he's telling us, I'm going to abolish this private owned children's home, and I'll put these children in families. How
Well,
sure are you
I
these families aren't toxic?
I think what we need to understand from now is that correction, the government is us. And this time, I think because it has been so misused,
Yeah.
and we've not been taught the right term, we are the government because we are the majority. We have employed those people. These are just servers of the country. They are supposed to be servers,
Leaders.
we call them, let's call them puppets like they are. What these puppets have done, and to link up with Mackenzie and this situation, we saw recently, last week, that was on Wednesday, I woke up to seeing Ruto funding a church, giving 5 million for a church to be built. And if you look at churches, most of them are linked to children's home.
Definitely.
So this should actually give you an answer why, these despots will always go to churches, will leave a large amount of money, why a church is never taxed, and why we still actually seeing Mackenzie yapping on the internet. Because you can't be literally, how many bodies were exhumed? 600 and something, body organs missing and all that, and that is just, it went on silent. They even took the land. They were like, it's supposed to be a memorable land, or whatever they called it. Who gives you the ownership of you taking a land that has been suicidal, that has been committed suicide, literally, that has been found genocide, because this is a genocide. This is literally one of the ways they're using a church to keep on wiping us our way out. That's how basically I see it. We're talking about Agenda 2030.
They are the facilitators of this organ harvesting, child trafficking, and then they come to tell us they want to stop it. They are the facilitators, and actually some of these people run it. We had another case where children were found in a room in Kenya, and there were politicians involved, even from Uganda, and nobody talks about it. We were never even told where these children were taken to. Nobody said that these children have been returned to their homes. Nobody. We just saw we had children and nobody talked about it.
It is super sad and super crazy. But I don't know if you guys have any news and updates in any entertainment form or any way. But before you guys get into it, I want to talk about it's crazy, but it's kind of making sense. And this is something I was also having a debate with Kamlesh on Tuesday or Thursday about savings. We asked a very simple questions. Would you rather live for the moment, or do you prefer having some savings?
I live for the moment. I'd rather live for the moment. Of course, it is very okay to save. It is very good. It is actually healthy to be saving. But where you don't know. Sometimes, if you want to save, just use a home bank. There's no places. But hey, I live for the moment. Yeah, sure.
Live for the moment.
I save.
You save.
Yeah.
But you also live for the moment.
Definitely on both hands. It's just saving to be secure.
Yeah.
And of course for security, and not also for you. And it depends with who you're saving. If you are a father, if you have a family, then
Yeah,
you know
you
you're also
need to
not saving
save,
for
yeah.
you. You are saving also for the future and your kids. And of course also you as right now we're talking about inflation. We're talking about you never know how tomorrow might be. We talk about tomorrow. You have job today. You have job tomorrow. You don't have jobs. So at a certain point, I do agree with both. And of course, usijinime. There's also that power of the tongue where I say I don't have. If you don't have every day, you're never gonna have. That is a problem. There are people who you just tell they don't have every day. I saw a meme writing it my salaried friends. If you ask them about money, I don't have, and they are all salaries every month. But end month ask them, unajua ndio on salary, you know. So we don't have any money. So at a certain point, it is good on both sides. I would really like to live for the moment, because the memories of the moment are actually what keeps you and what will be counted. But again, also have a plan.
Have a plan. So kuna huyu pastor amesema mnakunywa pombe za 50k, but mkikufa sisi ndo tunakufa na tunawazika bure. Which actually, if you look at
do you know they get paid to bury someone?
Yeah,
this guy says he wasn't paid. He's when he's going to charge.
Yeah, he says he's gonna be charging 10,000 Kenyan shillings to bury
but I know at our place you have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay if you want your loved one to be buried in a ceremony. You have to pay.
Well,
it's like hiring a pastor. Even the Catholics, it's like hiring a priest.
But if he's a believer of that church, it's not paid.
Yeah, if you're a believer of that church and you have been an active member, you'll not need to pay. Now the person who died, not your family.
The family caters, the church caters, yeah?
Yeah, but okay. Now a person like me who doesn't go to church and I don't believe, and if I die right now, I tell you, my family will hire somebody to come and bury me, and I'll
okay, that's crazy. Yeah. I know family coming, hata kama nilikuwa nimesota aje, still family will always contribute, and you'll be sent well.
Yes, this is what we are saying.
I'm
it's
saying
the family.
The pastor.
The pastor has to be paid by the family to come and bury you.
What?
Yeah.
It's not that pastor is actually saying. He's saying he's charging 10,000 to bury. Every time you're calling him to somebody who is
not free. It's always for free.
What
they
call it?
Believer of the church. It's for
my
free.
mom was not a believer of that church.
But what apostle?
Maybe you thought it was free. In Ushago they say.
What apostle called your church? Exactly.
You know what they say actually? They don't say it's paying the pastor. They say we are appreciating him. So you might not know he was paid, but he was just given some amount.
Basi let me spend a lot of money on whatever anasema kuliko. What am I paying for?
When I stand up, I
think the best way is just to write a will.
This is super crazy. But again, if I look at it in the other aspect, for me it's in the aspect of let's say if you have a family, yeah? I believe it's good to actually save up. I'm not looking at this in this manner. It's good to save up because kama uko na mtoi, kitu inaweza happen. And actually I learned from my mom, manze, because ilimpata tu, we were out of nowhere. As much as I'd been introduced to my dad, my brother was kind of, you know, he lagged, a lot of things made him lag behind because we didn't have the financial stability, we didn't have a background financial to use. I had to use the savings I had was literally ripped off from me by someone very close, you know, like pesa yote ningetumia like nipe mtoto aende shule sijui nini. Family took everything, which is fucked up. So I believe actually when you never know, shit will happen, usiache pesa more but at least save. Save kidogo.
Sasa ujuangi siku yenye unaenda, we save tu isaidie mwenye itasaidia. Me, I always keep on telling myself, even if I was to die right now, hey, my things, everything should be given to my younger brother because I don't have a family. My brother is very young. Pia yeye hana family. He might need whatever I have in my house. Maybe clothes can be given to somebody else, but because he won't wear my clothes, of course. But now everything, like maybe a TV, a radio, everything, you know, he can just take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
still strongly agree on saving. Like saving helps a lot of stuff. You know, you can imagine sometimes you get sick, and it's abrupt. You know,
saving
saving
does.
helps a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes living for the moment is okay, but also let me ask you. Now you have 100,000, and you're supposed to live for the moment and save. Are you gonna tell me you're gonna save 50 and drink 50? No, you're gonna save more and just take a little bit of it and just, you know, live for the moment. So I do agree, savings is as outweighed, you know, living for the
really
moment.
required. But yes,
But also live for the moment. Life is short. Oh my goodness.
trust me.
Yeah.
Try live when you can, but do actually have something in your bank account. Tell for the moment, kesho amko umesota. So acha kitu kidogo kwa account. But Kitty and Shumani, do you guys have any?
Yes, I want us to talk about a code. A code.
Why are you calling her like that?
Your name is
A code. I even thought you wanted us to talk about somebody else. A code.
Yeah. So, a code, ameandika pale message. Na mimi tumeongelea hii asubuhi and she's saying that this is tea for vloggers. Now vloggers don't come and talk to her about it, okay? And I'm looking at how and I know all of us know about them. For those who don't know him, we're going to find this for the first time. She's a Kenyan socialite businesswoman, you know, queen of what?
Queen of internet.
Queen of single mothers.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. She's
President.
been married 7 times.
Yeah.
And she had a very, lavish, 7 times.
5 times.
Oh, I added. Soon 7. She had a very lavish wedding around 2 months ago. Now, people have been asking, of course, on the internet what happened and blah, blah, blah. And she came out writing a very huge message for people. Now, what I want to say about this Akode story is first and foremost, when do you prepare tea? I'm a vlogger, right? I'm a radio host. Yeah, I'm an entertainer. I'm going to talk about you just the way as I'm talking about you right now. And there's nothing you're going to do because, first and foremost, you put it out there for people. And this is a problem I have with internet dating or social dating. You know, you're always putting your person
Your
out
shit
there,
out there.
your shit out there. And then when things go down, you expect people to take it easy and understand you.
Sympathize with
And this is sympathy and empathy. Kwanza venye alikuwa kwa internet na kiburi, unajua, and all that shit. I can't be lenient on you as a vlogger. I'm gonna say it how I am supposed to say it. And for me, you put it out there, so you deserve people coming and talking about it. Again, on a positive side, or rather on the other side, of course, if it is not okay, it's not okay. Don't force yourself.
Yeah.
You know, she's a good example of women who can actually talk about their problems and stay out of toxic marriages and relationships. Of course, we don't know what might have happened. And Akode being one of the biggest cloud chasers, you don't know if she's cloud chasing. Anasema pale she has received 1,000 calls. Nimeona mtu pale ameandika eti 35 ni za Mungai.
The interview.
The interview. Kuinterview Akode je. What's
the
popping?
rada?
Akode, what's up? Tell me kuliendaje.
Kwani hatuendi Switzerland?
Unajua, shitka hizo. So at a certain point, it is good to talk about it. It is okay to walk out. But again, don't expect if you're putting your shit out there. We are going to question. And a good example in Nairobi. Unajua?
Yep.
Na nimejaribu kuangalia hiyo ni pandi venye ilikuwa inapanda. Their joint account, because they had put people in a situation, and now there it was a fire. You know, nobody cares. You may always tell everybody, nobody cares if you're married, if you woke up, if you ate. We don't give a damn. But the moment you put it out there, tomorrow if you don't eat, we are going to say you're broke. You know, because you gave us a reason to talk and investigate. And something about vlogs, I don't know how. There's just something, I don't know how vloggers do get this. But in a rumor, or rather in any news they give, there's always like a little truth.
Yeah.
There's like a truth about it. There's always a,
I
you
think
always
that's
wonder.
their work to find the truth and give you tea.
Yeah, I don't know
But
how
for
it
you to
works.
talk about
Yeah.
it.
They even call your close friends. I
Yeah.
don't know how they find it, and then they make 1 + 1, and then you'll find your own story out there. But there is like a truth behind it. Now, yes, Akote, we are very sorry for what you're going through, but you deserve the internet coming for you. You put it out there, ukatufanyia harusi ingine hata tukwa relax. Unajua?
Ati hata ajangoja wenye wivu ajinyonge.
Wow, Akote.
But anyway, I think I don't know what is happening. I've seen people talking about it, and actually kuna mambo zinaongelewa huku hivi, and I don't want to mention any of those. Sasa
Like people are saying.
people are saying this is what people are saying.
No.
Yeah, it is not me. According in case you come across this, I'm sorry.
People are
It's
saying.
people saying.
Yeah.
People are saying that Omosh, now the husband to Akote, was Akote realized when they went to his place, Akote realized that this man is not actually from Switzerland, or where was this?
Yeah, Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay, he's not from there. They realized that he's from where is this? Let me find.
Portuguese.
No.
Ukraine.
Not Ukraine. Let me find it real quick.
Usiniambia kwa then nilifanya wengine wote.
Yeah, I feel sorry. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, so let me even read this. This is from TikTok, not me. Akote's husband Omosh was a scam. He was a married man from Pakistan, pretending to be from Switzerland. He also owns a dating site. When Akote visited his house after their wedding, she couldn't believe what she saw. Alirudi Kenya pole pole and ended the marriage. She is now healing from the shock. That is what the internet has. And also, I heard that those people, those men, the white men we saw on Akote's wedding, even saw somebody saying they were just the tourists hired from Mombasa. But somebody also said these people were not even Akote's or Omosh's friends.
His name is Omosh.
Omosh, yes. These people were not even from Switzerland. They were just his friends. They are not even his family.
Yeah.
Because Akote Omosh brought them to act like family. There was no his mother there. There was no father. There was no brother. Those people were hired
Ama
people.
Akote aliwa haya. But Mombasa. You never know. You never know. And also rumor has it that she's the rich one.
Yeah.
And the guy is actually the one that is out there, not knowing. Now it is super crazy. Mimi nilisema hizo
But
vitu
you
zote-
would tell the wedding was Akote's. Almost hakuwa nini. When alikuwa na dance kama popcorn.
alikuwa tu puny from the word go. Why the hell are you saying that Omosh is not active on social media? But when ulikuwa namleta, he was active and
He was
Alikuwa
posting.
some to ako famous na akachukulia advantage. That's what basically that dude did, you know. He found someone who's famous in
famous
Kenya.
and rich.
Hayo si maoni ya Black Hot Fire. Akote.
In your TikTok.
Hatuja kudifam.
TikTok.
Yeah.
But anyway, we coming to the end of today's show. We are wrapping it up there, and of course, that is what has been happening.
And
in
it's
the
raining hard.
It is raining. I feel like I'm shouting, but we hope that our light shall not be able to do anything stupid. But see you guys on the Africa Today show. Of course, for me, doesn't end here. asanteni sana to everyone who has been with us, and of course kids, do check your phone kindly, and much love. Closing remarks.
Much love, family. See you tomorrow early in the morning on the Vibe Show. Kwaherini, enjoy the rest part of
Thank
the
you,
day.
fam, for tuning in. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Kanitua tufichi na makeup ni clean sheet bars na ni pen na paper high skia hii mina feel protector ni 2 in 1 good tuna kill me better. Usini advice